Hi, thanks for clicking on the link. If we haven't yet met, my name is Natalie Armstrong-Motin. I own Marketing Resolution, and I help mediators and arbitrators all over the world with their practice development, marketing, and PR. Today, I want to talk about databases. From time to time, I get a question about databases, whether or not they're necessary, how to build one, and what to do with it once it's been built. And most of us are used to having a database for the purposes of conflict check. But the database that I'm talking about is a database for purposes of marketing or promotion. And so this is a database that will normally have been bifurcated into 4 distinct lists. The first being your previous clients. The second list is just a list of people that you know. The third is a list of people you'd like to know, or your prospective clients. And then the fourth portion is a list of the associations and organizations to which your primary, secondary, or even tertiary target market belong to and network within. So to the first list, that's pretty simple. You know, you make a list of everybody with whom you've previously worked. And the kind of contact that we're talking about is their name, their company name or firm name, their address, their title if you have it, and then their contact information, telephone number, an email address. If you have other notes to add, they're always helpful. And these notes could be things like enjoys golf, or was previously a partner and retired too. All different kinds of things. However you want to make your notes, that's fine. The second list, the people that you know, these are people that could serve as a resource or a source of referral. You never know, but that's just a basic list of names, email addresses of the people that you know. Potential clients, now this one's a little bit different. To build a list of potential clients for your database, go to their associations and organizations, or find them on social media and make a list of all of those people that you think are most likely to hire you. So for example, if you are a family and divorce mediator who hears primarily represented cases, then you want to have a list of family and divorce attorneys in your specific geographic area or range, right? And you put all of these folks together in a list. Now you go and make the list. You can just use Google, make a list of their associations and organizations, and you want to be involved in these groups. Because wherever your potential clients are, that's where you need to be. So make a list of those associations and organizations, noting as you're building it, whether or not they have a periodical or a blog that you might be able to contribute an article to, whether or not they have a speakers bureau so that you could speak to their organization, what kind of networking opportunities and events they have and provide for their members so that you can make best use of those networking opportunities. And then you want to think about how you want to be involved in the organization, maybe as a volunteer, maybe helping with an annual conference, maybe sitting as a board member, or maybe nothing at all. But think about those things as you're building that list and note them. Because as you get further and further involved in the group, you'll want to be able to offer your services as a trainer or an author or the public speaker, what have you. So now these databases, they can be as large or as small as you want them to be. They're in some ways, like playing Vegas odds. And so bigger is generally considered to be better. If you only have 100 people in your database, you have to work really hard and strategize very carefully about how you communicate with those 100 individuals, because that's a pretty small, for lack of a better word, dating pool. So you want to be a little bit careful. Generally speaking, bigger is better, but it isn't always quantity, it is also quality. Be sure that you're building a database of prospective clients who would really, truly hire you, and that you're not just going to be sending out information to people who are not really likely to hire you. Where do you build this database? That's totally up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. An Excel spreadsheet, your Outlook, for your email, fine. Google, fine. Post-it notes on the wall, sure. Recipe cards in a shoebox, whatever you need to do to make it work for you. You build it on that platform. Ideally, something though that is searchable and something that you could drill through and find some specific data if necessary. My preference, it's the easiest for me and easiest for my clients, is just an Excel spreadsheet. That's what we use. Now, your database, once you've built it and you're happy with it and you've got everybody's email addresses, then you want to start using it. And we use our databases, sure, for conflict check, but also in marketing and PR, so that we can go down the list and connect with each of those individuals on social media. So for most of us in this industry, our social media platform is LinkedIn. So you would want to just use the search field on LinkedIn and start finding those individuals and connecting with them, communicating with them, establishing a dialogue with them, right? So that's what we would use that list for. Additionally, if you've got announcements, articles, events that you want to invite people to, whatever it is that you'd like to communicate with them, let them know that you're speaking at an event, let them know that there's a networking possibility, let them know about job opportunities, etc. Then direct email campaign is what we're talking about. And if you've got a Squarespace website, you can do it right off the Squarespace website. If you've got a WordPress website, you can install a widget, do direct email campaigns in that way. There's all kinds of private platforms, MailChimp and Constant Contact, and there are more than a dozen of them for you to choose from. But you want to reach out to your people, and that's where your database really comes in handy. You will upload this database, those 4 distinct lists, and then depending on the content, choose to which list you want to communicate a particular piece of information. And in that way, you are able to stay in contact, real, authentic, sincere contact with your prospective sources of referral or prospective clients or previous clients, and remind them how great you are. So that's sort of databases in a nutshell for mediators and arbitrators. I appreciate the person who asked me that question. It is one that I get from time to time, but I want to make sure that your questions are answered. So if you have a question about databases, please put it below in the comment section. And if you've got something that you'd like me to address in a future video, also let me know. What is, heavy on your noggin? What are you curious about? What would you like more information about? What would you like help with? Absolutely. Put the question down below and I will make a video just for you. That's it. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great day. Be a good human. See you soon.